So, I am home from the hairdresser, and yes, there's nothing in my hair. And it's flat. Flat as a flare, honey. I went to get my hair colored again today, and because I don't know what is up with this whole blondish hoopla in the front. I'm really excited about all this. I love that silvery blue kind of deal, but I don't know. She said to be patient, but it will get there. And she's very hesitant about putting me under a dryer because, most of the time when you bleach your hair, you sit under a dryer. But she's very hesitant to do that because it damages your hair. Although she did say today I am one of 2 people that she has ever seen who can have this much bleaching and processing done to their hair and it not damage it. Vitamins, honey. Vitamins and lots of conditioner. So, but I'm home and I'm showered and I'm clean. I've got the hair off of me. And I smell really pretty because my work buddy, brought me 5 bottles of smell goods. And one of them, I think, was a little old because you can tell. Fragrance is one of those things, kids, that you should only keep it for about a year. If you don't use it in a year's time, I'm just trying to look it up. It's really not that blondish on the top. This light, though, makes it seem like it is. I just can't wait until it's all this color. I'll be real happy. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. After a year, the fragrance is bruised, and it'll change. If it's in a clear bottle, you're going to see a color change and blah, blah, blah. Get rid of it. Or use it like as a fabric refresher. Keep it in your car to spray, make your car smell pretty, but you can't be putting that stuff on because it's not going to smell right. There's your handy tip for today. And then I went to the swap meet because I was looking at my phone. Now, I'm one of these type people. I'm a very clean person, very hygienic and clean. And when I look at things and they look dirty or gross, I get a little creeped out. Well, I noticed that my phone cases, people, if you don't take good care of them, are like the filthiest things on the. They're filthy. They're filthy, disgusting. I constantly am wiping mine with little alcohol prep pads. Even though I try to keep a black case on it because I see people with like colored cases and they've got dirty fingerprints and. So because I keep darker colored cases, I try to make sure that I clean them often. Well, anyway, when you get the little phone case and you taking your fingers and you're playing your games and you're doing whatever, the oil in your skin will eventually start wearing down the little plastic thing, and it just looks scratched and greasy and blah. So I stopped at the swap meet, and I was really crossing my fingers because the lady that I normally buy my cases from, it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I hope she's still there. Well, she wasn't there. Well, then I saw the big yellow and black OtterBox packages, so I pulled in and got out, and there was these three men sitting there being all nice and friendly, and I guess because I was tired, but I was looking through, and I have a Galaxy 5. Well, typically when you go to the swap meet, you can get either a pink one or a black one or a pink one or a black one. Well, honey, he had all sorts. He had the camouflage and the pink camouflage and the green camouflage and purple and aqua and teal, and I was like, whew, variety, honey. And so I decided I'm going to get camouflage because it's got the orange. And see, I like to keep the outside cases. So I've still got my outside piece and my clip from my other one. So if I want to switch this out and have the black and orange, I like black and orange. I like navy and orange too. But anywho, so I changed it. So now I have a nice, pretty, clean, happy phone case. And I'm really going to try hard to not talk on it. Because when you get your makeup on it, that breaks down the I'm going to try to make sure I always have earbuds, or I'll just put it on speaker. So if y'all hear my conversations, then, just turn your head. But anyway, I said all that to say this. I get in the car, and the first thing I do is I take it out of the package and I put it on my phone. Well, then I start thinking about how smooth this is. And usually on an OtterBox, it's not smooth. Well, then I get to looking at it, and it don't say. It does not read OtterBox. Well, then I look at the package. Honey, I got bamboozled. Bamboozled at the swap meet. It wasn't no OtterBox. It's in a package that looks like the OtterBox package, but it don't say no OtterBox on it. And I should have known something was up when it was only $15. Because I was like, dude, you've got all of this variety and you're only charging $15? And he said, well, they're on sale. You might want to get two. And I almost did. But I said, no, that's gilding the lily. I'll just get this one. Yeah, it's because they ain't OtterBoxes. That's why he charged them $15. Turkey. But it's a new case. And it looks just like an OtterBox. So, but beware, if you're going to the swap meet in Prestonsburg and you think you're going to be getting you a big OtterBox, if it's that important to you, don't go to the guy, because his are not OtterBoxes. They look like them, but they're not. And the thing about the OtterBox, and the reason you want to make sure you get the OtterBox, is because inside the box you get the lifetime warranty if something should break on it. So you don't get that with these. Then, well, actually, first, stop and rewind. When I went to the hairdresser's this morning, she wanted to go to a tag sale, a flea market, or a garage sale. So we went over 2 streets over, and it was a shit sale. I hate getting my hopes up to go to a yard sale and get all excited and think there's going to be something juicy, and it ain't nothing but a big bunch of shit. Nobody wants your shit. So we walked away from that. Then we drove by another one, pure shit. Well, then we went to that Grandview Weekend Outlet. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I went to one of them years ago when they first opened, and it wasn't such a bad deal. Honey, this was a shit store. It wasn't nothing but row after row after row after aisle after aisle after aisle of pure shit. There wasn't nothing but a bunch of shit. And the OCD me, it was killing me. And it was one of those things where there is so much shit that your eye can't even focus on anything. You know what I'm talking about? And they had these coffee grinders. Well, now I've got a coffee grinder. I've got a coffee grinder. I wanted to get another coffee grinder for my spices, because they're lovely to have to grind your spices in. Honey, there must have been 10 or 11 of them on the shelf. They'd all been opened. One of them had $4.99. One had $19.99. One had $9.99. They all looked like they'd been used for God knows what. They had vaginal testing kits, like in the same aisle. Who in the hell wants a coffee grinder and a vag kit? It was a shit store. I wasn't impressed. Didn't buy a thing. And usually I'm the cat who, I don't care where you send me, I'll find something. I wasn't about it. And then when I went to the swap meet today, the only thing I got, phone case, got in the car and left. But I did buy me some windshield wipers today at the Walmarts. And I'm one of these type people. I try to be frugal when it comes to some things, but I think other things, I think it's okay to gild the lily just a little bit. And I kind of think that windshield wipers, it's one of those kind of deals. Because think about it. You don't buy windshield wipers all the time. It ain't like you're having to replace them every time you sneeze. And I was in dire need of windshield wipers because, honey, the one on the right side is just flapping in the breeze. Like your mom on a Friday night at the flood wall. Not pretty. So I went to the Walmarts, and they have a little thing that you type in what you need for your car. And that always confuses me. I've needed to change this shit for a month, but I've kept putting it off because I get so confused. Well, anywho, I'm looking at all the different kinds that they have, and apparently they've got these new fancy schmancy Rain-X windshield wipers. So I got me a jug of the green Rain-X windshield wiper for the bugs and all that. Well, then, honey, I got me some Rain-X windshield wipers. And, they were like $17 a pair. Yeah. But apparently they're like curved to fit your windshield better. And they say on the front of the package they're good for spring, summer, and fall, and winter and bullshit, and it keeps the ice from freezing to you. I mean, they're fancy, honey. They do everything but make you coffee. So now I got to figure out how to put some bitches on, because every time between the changing of the windshield wipers, I forget how to do it. So I might weasel my boss into doing it Monday when it gets to work. Oh, and Jackie Brown, thanks for telling my dad about my hair. I wanted to surprise him, but no, bitch had to let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, she told my dad. My hair. Can't have nothing. Can't surprise nobody, because somebody always got to open their big mouth. Telephone, telegraph, tell Jackie Brown. It's all the same thing. Anyway. I'm gonna make me some pescetti noodles. I was gonna have pescetti at work this week, but then we got the free food for EMS week, which I was very appreciative of because it was delicious. But I didn't get to have my pescetti, so I'm gonna have my pescetti. Is what I'm gonna do. So you all behave, and I will talk to you later. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I know that it's typically like a celebratory thing for the military. Veterans that have fallen and such and died in the line of duty. But I know that also a lot of people honor their loved ones that have passed on as well. So, tomorrow, if you have a loved one who is no longer with us, be sure that you go and pay your respects and put some pretty flowers. And don't go cheap. Don't be getting the shitty cheap ones you see on the side of the road, because they're cheap and shitty. That's another one of those things. It's okay to gild the lily. Get something nice. Because they're looking down, they're watching, they're like, don't do it, don't. They know what you're doing. They're watching you. Okay, that's all I have.